Hi guys, how's it going?
I hear you.
I hear the giggle in her
Wowly.
voice.
Wow.
I know the giggle in her voice whenever she like chops in first.
Are you gonna tell everyone what you did?
Huh? What do you mean? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. So there's this really skeevy adventurer out there that has forfeited very specific basic human rights.
All right, what do you guys want to do with your back home actions? You guys want to sell anything?
Is there any kind
We
of
kind of have
authority?
to. We're pretty much out of food.
Is there authority? It's basically the expedition counter, basically. So there's like a very basic adventure, like expedition association, but they don't really get in between people's disputes and
I
stuff.
didn't think there was any sort of like guild or police or anything.
No.
It's the
They know who.
adventurers police themselves.
Yes.
They know who goes out though.
What's up?
Do they know who goes out?
Yeah, I mean you could tell them basically, so that they'll know.
I've already posted our bulletin update. So
It's the forum posting.
Wait, where is it? Hold on.
it's underneath the Katami map of Mirane where people are already jumping on Jerry.
We run into Jerry in the forest, about to be murdered by some giant wolves. After soiling himself, he just I was just like shit talk forum posting.
Would you have it any other way in your fucking
After
game?
soiling himself, he just We ran into Jerry in the forest, about to be murdered by some giant wolves. After soiling himself, he decided to help himself to several pelts, fangs, and meat while we were tending to our wounds. Well, he did nothing to help us, Jerry. You fucking suck. Shit talking other players in the forums while it really is an MMO. Yes, it is. It is. Oh man.
Leaf has so much dopamine right now.
Do you like that one, Patrilli? Did you see the MILF?
Yes, I saw all of that shit.
Oh god. Okay. Okay, sorry, Shai. What would you like to do with your time?
Murder, other than murder Jerry.
Murder Jerry. Oh, you can't really murder him in town.
Is it I think Val and I were gonna go find someone who would be interested in buying our biosamples.
I think Cassandra would be the one willing to tell me interested in a lot of those biosamples. She was looking for previously living material, so I think a lot of that would cover from that.
If there's a
I forgot to put the title of the of the post. There we go. Warning: a tale of treachery.
Fucking great.
4 new expedition members robbing an innocent adventurer. Is this what the world is coming to? Oh my god, this is great. I love this. This is the best campaign. I love it. Okay, sorry, you guys were gonna go. Oh, sorry, you were talking about Cassandra. Go ahead, Saber. Sorry.
So I was just saying, if the person who's most interested and they'll probably give us the most money for all those biosamples is probably going to be Cassandra, because she's wanting to make that device that will detect astral levels, essentially.
Okay.
So
you want to go talk to
the
her?
water mushrooms, the deer antlers, the moth, all that stuff. You know, I think she'd be a good one to go to.
Okay. You need to give her 2,000. Wait, how much did she ask for? Did she ask for how much?
It didn't say how much.
2,000 then. 2,000 biosamples.
Well, we happen to have that. We have between the deer antlers and the moth.
Okay. So.
And if she's offering extra bonus for more, we have more.
I will By the way, she's not going to
Also
pay you for the
curious if she's-
biosamples. Just so you know.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. Well, then she'll get the antlers and the moth then, and we'll.
So you'll
sell
get
the rest
you give her the 2,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. So the reward we get is if this works out, we get some new prototypes for the Astra detectors.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reward.
Yeah, but that's actually handy. So.
And then I will.
Boomtown, I see you.
Can you do strike through? In
Can you strike through posts? Discord?
I just put already done. Okay. All right. So it's just like the first part, basically, that's required. Okay.
That'd be the assistant.
You can't do strike through, Leaf. You just highlight, edit, and then you highlight whatever it is with your mouse, and then you'll see bold, italic, and then strike through.
Edit message, and then you do what? You
You just
Highlight
highlight
it
it
with
and
your
then
mouse.
right click.
right click. It didn't. When I right click, it doesn't have that. It just says spell check languages, copy, cut, paste.
You can do
Are you?
two tildes
are
on
you-
each side.
Sorry, it's what tildes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You
Yeah.
don't, not right click. You just highlight it and then you just mouse over, and it'll pop up with bold, italic.
Oh,
strike through.
okay.
Sorry,
There we
not
go. I
right
see
click.
it. I
Sorry,
see
my
it.
bad.
No, I see it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Perfect. Okay. Nice. She will give you each one, by the way, of these devices. So
Awesome.
yeah.
And now I guess
But she needs an assistant first.
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
But you need to spend you need to be an artificer, or you need to have
FIP.
artificing skills, and then you need to spend interlude points with her, basically.
Yeah, and I'm a blacksmith. I can't do that. So
Yeah, artificer's not even in the game yet, so
yeah.
not really
So that's gonna
possible
be
right
annoying.
now. Yeah.
So the rest of the vial materials, I guess Shy and Nia and Wop can go look around if there's someone that can manage that, and then Tal can go there as the negotiation for the prices because he's got the best negotiation. As far as what Ash is going to do, I'm going to take the wolf pelts and the fangs, and I'm going to go to our resident cute little mouse smithy and try to work with her and discern what kind of properties this material might have.
Okay. So you're gonna give her the pelt, basically, one of them.
For assistance, I will give her one of the pelts.
Or it'll take a bit, basically. But she can research it, basically. If you want to give her one, she'll research it eventually. She'll get back to you.
Okay.
You guys need
Yeah, we'll
money,
give her
though.
one
You guys
research.
okay?
Well, I'm giving her one to research, but I need the properties. So that if I know the properties, I have a better idea of how much I can get out of it.
That's true. That is true. Because otherwise, you might get ripped off by the Phaeto navigation
yeah.
charter.
And I also,
So you can sell to
yeah.
Phaeto navigation. That's like the main place that you can sell it to without actually putting out an ad, basically.
Yeah, and
That's
she'll
the
also get one
default.
of
The
them.
default sell is Phaeto navigation, but they don't really pay much. But there is an information broker, not really information, a research broker that will be joining right after this camp, right after this, and so you guys can do that after if you want.
Yeah, and also give her one of the fangs because that's the other big material that we got out. So she'll have one of the pelts, one of the fangs to research and check in on, so I can find out what they are, what they could be worth.
Okay, sure.
So that's what I'm going to be doing with that, and yeah, then for the rest of the stuff we can.
Did you guys
we
even
just
make a
did-
profit? Because you guys had rations out the ass.
Mhm.
No, we're going to be selling. It's because there's still the mushrooms, the moss, the water, the leaves, the tree sap, and the 50 random samples that we collected. We still have all that stuff.
Okay.
And we also have the great hammer and the crossbow.
And the map. We could sell a map, but
Well, we're gonna fill out the map, and then after we check those places out, then we will sell the map. Then we will sell.
Our most important our most important value is
Mhm.
the journal notes that we have and the data on
Yes,
wolves.
the wolves. Yeah, the data of the wolves. Yeah, that's our most valuable things. And also,
You guys basically have complete wolf data, so you can probably sell it to when the what do you call it? The researcher arrives. Basically, she's gonna
Yeah.
arrive like literally after I end stream. I'm just gonna like write her up, and then she'll be there.
Okay.
She buys. She's basically like a She works with the Alchemy Institute in Mother Green, and basically she buys research data.
Yeah. So we'll so we got that, and then the other thing we have is I am going to note update the map and have basically have offers like, hey, we have a little bit of different additional details on the map. So like the survival shelter location and the dark forest, like the area where like the forest like changes, so people know like, hey, things are gonna be a little more serious here. So that notice. So I updated that up part of the map. I'm gonna update, and then we can have that like as a bit of this way of getting a little bit of extra money.
I mean, you can feel free to write the thing. I mean, like to make whatever copy of the map you want to send to people. I gave it. It's
Yeah.
only for you guys right now. So, all right. Anything else?
Yeah. Let's see what else. Well, we have that great hammer and the crossbow. I could break them down for materials for future crafting. At
I
least for the
think
great
before
hammer.
we do that,
But we
to
need
set the
money.
trend that is established, or reaffirm the trend that's established for this, we go find out who was in Zuna Bromley's party
Yes.
from-
So like
from
the
the expedition tables.
Okay.
Yeah. So whoever, yeah, if there's any information that we do want to look into that.
So, but you're gonna
And
go to
then-
the expedition counter and then just ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. The person
Because
that
we have our ID and everything.
the expedition counter person tells you that she was with
So I
on.
essentially want to make this a standard practice that people do if they find like adventurers, PC groups that died or
Mhm.
NPC groups that died. This
Yep.
is what you do.
Yeah. You wrote that in the lore thing, right? I didn't finish reading
Yes.
it. Okay. Yeah, so basically there's like a counter that's basically for like just tracking like people going in and out and stuff like that. She was with a person,
Don't say Jerry. Don't say Jerry. Don't say Jerry. Don't say Jerry.
Starting with a J.
give me 1 second. Okay. She was with a male adventurer named Lotus Sornel, who is a fighter. He is also missing, by the way.
Lotus Cerno.
Lotus Sornel. Lotas space Sornel.
Okay.
He's a fighter. He's also missing.
We know for how long they've been missing.
They've been missing for... They should have been back already, basically. They've been missing for a week.
Okay.
Should they have been back for a week, or that's
Should have been back for a
since they
week,
left?
basically.
Oh, okay.
I see. Okay. So we need to put up at least a very
But
much of a notice that
They say it's not uncommon for people to extend their adventures or whatever.
well, it's unlikely they extended their adventure given what we found.
Yes, true.
Not gonna get very far without food or their prayer book.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I mean that's
Or weapons.
that's that
weapons.
on that check basically.
Okay. So
So what we do with that then is, because we were the ones who found it, we then take their weapons to the statue of Mirane Memorial, and we set them down among all of the other adventuring weapons and expeditioners' weapons and gear that have been located. as a memorial there.
Okay.
Does that include the?
Then there's the board that you record their names on. So
All right, we can do that.
we're going to presume them dead, and if they return, then they can come to the board and erase their names
Hmm.
or scratch out their names because it's generally carved.
Okay.
That doesn't happen very often.
Does not know. All right.
So that is the like what is it called? The tradition established by the adventurers.
Hmm.
Okay.
So just as you
go
want
with it.
someone to do it for you, if they find your body, you are to do it for others, which is why the whole idea of like disturbing an adventurer's grave in the past is big no-no.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to do? I hope you guys made a profit. I guess you have other stuff to sell. Do you want to?
We have a lot of materials. We have the bundles of AShymoth, magic touched water, glowing mushrooms, the biome, the special glowing leaves from the biome. We grabbed some samples of those. We got the sap from the trees in that secondary biome we got too. So, and we have just 50 random samples. So we have all that, and we have essentially what our updated little map information is going to be.
Okay. What are the other things you wanna deal with before we end?
Oh, we also have the pressed
Oh,
flowers
shit.
and the
I
vial
totally
of
forgot
oil.
EXP. Let's see. You guys get 200.
Okay, that means I get 400. Because I took slow starter.
Nice. That's actually a really good trait for Mirane specifically.
Yeah,
Slow
that's what I
starter.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EXP the DNA of the soul. 200 each. Yeah, 200 each.
Yeah.
200. Let's go.
Of course, this 400 essentially just makes it so I'm now at the same level as everybody else, but because everyone else has also got the. So, now I'm caught
so
up
you
already.
guys, yeah, any other stuff you want to sell and stuff before?
Well, we had those pressed flowers and the vial of oil that we need to investigate to see what we get for those things. So, like I said, we have all these samples that we want to sell, and also these flowers that had never been seen before as well. And
well, I
all
could
that
just,
side
I
is what we
could just like kind of accelerate it. So basically, the post isn't up yet, but basically, anyway, so the person arrives, and they set up a new stall there at the town, and the new stall is the Rhiannon's Institute of Alchemy. It's from Mother Green. They're like the research branch for Mirane, and basically they will purchase research and information on new like beasts and stuff. So
okay, yeah, because the vast majority of our stuff is just research materials and
yeah.
information.
So
That's
okay, so she's there now, but you know, I'll update the bulletin board soon.
Yeah, because right now we just have 250 clim each from what we got from the coin purse. So
Yeah. So we're gonna sell the wolf information.
yeah, the wolf information and all of our materials.
Can you send me what you have
The samples we
on your
haven't turned
list?
in.
I need to see like how much info you have, basically.
Okay, yeah, sure. 1 second.
Yep. Is it on this
Yeah, where it says discoveries, that's everything.
Does it
Yeah,
say
so which is it?
Astracoon?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do with that name. With this group, I'm not going with that name. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one. That name, nope, that name's gone. Nope, Astra Raccoon. We're not doing Astracoon. No, not doing it.
Too late.
No, it's
Thank
there,
you.
stuck.
That's the official name now.
God damn it.
Also, if it's a new discovery, like an area and stuff, like you can try to help name them if you want as well.
Yeah. So yeah, now it's called the Astracoon. The Dark Forest.
I mean, it'll just whatever you call it on your maps, basically, and maybe that's what people call it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What
It
we
has
call
no name. It
Um,
literally has no name. It's on purpose. Only the first areas have names, basically.
Yeah, I'm thinking because the trees and the root systems were actually pulsing in there.
Is this up to date, by the way? The sheet that you have here with the stats, evasion, 11, dodge, RP, HP.
Are you talking to me or?
Yes, your data.
Yeah, 12 evasion, 25 dodge. Oh, though you talk about the discoveries. Oh yeah, that was amazing. Because it looked like it was because I couldn't land a hard number onto it, but I know that's where all the other stuff was at because we just weren't hitting like certain values.
Mm.
But I know that it dodged over 24, so I'm assuming on 25 dodge, but we didn't hit anything that was a guaranteed hit, even with the crit on somebody. So I don't know what the hard number is. So yeah, so but I know that 11 didn't hit, but 12s did. That were got 12s got dodged.
Are you gonna sell? How many pelts do you have left?
I have one pelt myself, and I'm
gonna sell it or no?
I'm gonna wait to find out the properties of it.
How about the fang? You selling a fang?
Same thing for the fangs.
Okay, so what are you actually selling to the research vendor? Just the data.
So the data, the moss, the water, the mushrooms, the leaves,
everything, not the
everything that's not the adventurer's weapons or their personal effects. So yeah, the pressed flowers, the violet oil, that'll go.
Pressed flowers, they'll give you pressed flowers, they'll give you 200 each, so it's times 5, so you have 1,000, and then so remove it from your inventory.
Wait, times 5?
There's 5, right? 5 pressed flowers.
Oh, 5 pressed flowers. I was saying 5 people. Okay.
No. You get 200. 200 each. So
per flower.
5, yeah, per flower.
So 1,000 clam. Okay.
And then what was
I think
there's the
rest of
violet
her
oil.
stuff is like goes in the backpack, and that's
just her stuff
marker on the memorial.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the oil was. That was the only thing we weren't sure of.
It's just
water.
ointment. It's like an
ointment?
anti-sickness ointment sort of a thing.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, and then we just have
probably the great hammer we don't have, but the crossbow we probably do. Is the only use. Probably use the great hammer to mark Lotus's grave.
Okay,
and use the backpack to mark Zuna's.
Okay. Those materials, like weapons, you can either try to sell them to another player, or you can sell them to the blacksmith girl. She will buy it for half value, maybe less.
Yeah. So.
But you can try to sell it to a player. You remember that weapons are limited here. You can't buy any weapons, except for the ones that are crafted by the Ratfolk girl. You can sell it to the Ratfolk girl, and then she'll put it in the store.
Yeah,
but she will buy it for 40%.
Yeah, we'll just list it up on the market so that
you guys can list it on the market yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll list it.
Anything else?
Just remember, no one else has money.
Yeah, right now, no one else has money.
Yeah, but some people are gonna want ranged weapons when they're going out there.
True, ranged weapons are pretty big premium. Right? You're right.
Yeah. So yeah, the rest of it is
listed for Clim or an equivalent in materials.
Yes.
You could do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could barter.
And
people can just trade. Do we have a market chat? We probably should.
Probably should. Yeah.
Let me do that.
Well, there was a marketplace. I thought.
There is. I see marketplace. Yeah, I see marketplace. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we just have the materials. So the moss, the water, the mushrooms, the leaves, the sap, and the sample, and just the 50 random samples.
Moss. For the moss, you could. A moss would be alchemy. There's no alchemist in the town right now, huh? Unless there's a player alchemist that you can get it appraised with. You could do that.
You could the way the description of the marketplace is probably up to the DM to roll randomly or decide
to see who's there. Yeah.
What's in the market on a given day.
Okay, let me roll
because it's always changing.
Yeah. Okay, there's an alchemist.
Oh, handy that.
All right, you're gonna ask her to appraise it.
Yeah. We'll tell for negotiation.
She says she'll appraise it for 50 clem.
Okay, 50 clem, that's fine.
Okay, so she said I'm gonna need one though. I'm gonna have to destroy one for it. Are you okay with that?
I mean, I just look at the rest of the guys. Like, I mean, I think that's fine. That's 4 bundles. There's 4 of us. I think that's a fair thing, and we'll know what to look for the next time we go out. We know where we found it, so we can easily collect more.
Okay. So you do it? Yes?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So she appraises it and discovers that it is a... Hold on. I actually wrote down exactly what it does. Alright. It is a magically rich, previously unknown moss that has tiny symbiotic flowers growing out of its space in a nice even grid. And she tells you that this would make an amazing, previously undiscovered potion ingredient, and adding this to a potion adds the effect of masterful dilution when used for making healing potions.
Masterful dilution?
Yes. So adding one of these adds the effect of masterful dilution without the negative, basically, without the crafting penalty.
That's actually really, really good. If you, I know what masterful dilution is.
That moment
really
where
good.
you wish you stripped an area dry of resources.
Yeah, well, we know where we can go. We know where to go to get more. So
It
on our
has
way back,
it
we'll
has
make sure
no
we'll take
name,
more.
the thing. So if you would like, you can name it.
Well, let's see.
Just tell me later if you guys want to just discuss it
Yeah,
later.
we'll brainstorm what we got.
All right. What
we'll
else did you
work
guys
over the
want
team.
to look at?
Well, with knowing what the ingredient is, so do we want to sell it to her, or do we want to just like try to sell it to like an alchemist that might show up and eventually have money to buy it?
Dilution,
What do you guys wanna do?
dilution, Mordanis.
Because we don't know if anybody's going to roll an alchemist or bring one in, let alone if we're going to have the money to buy the materials off of us. So do you guys want to just get the money now?
Yeah, we need money so we can get more rations.
Okay, so knowing that, like, how much will she offer us for the 4 bundles that are left?
Let me see. Actually, don't know how much this would be worth. How much should this be worth, Ira? What do you think?
Wow.
It's gotta be at least. It's gotta be at. Masterful dilution is like a plus 2, right?
So Master of Dilution's the tier 2 alchemister skill
Mm-hmm.
that gives you an additional like potion, elixir, or flask when you do a craft.
It's like 30 crafting points on itself.
So like
it saves you 30 crafting points.
That's a lot. That's really good.
That's huge.
Let's see. Oh, it works on everything too. Holy fuck. So you get like a +1 on it. You can just... Holy fuck.
Yeah, if you get a like super epic roll, just throw that in there. Bonus.
She'll
potion.
buy them for 1,500 each. Clem.
Sound good to you guys?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 of them.
4 of them, yeah, that's 6,000 Clem.
Can you take a log of how much you sell and how much you sell it for me?
Yeah, I'm making the notes late.
Okay. All right. Anything else? What else you guys got?
Val's tangy moss.
Then there's the water itself that's been magically infused.
Mm-hmm.
We have a sample of that alchemists may be interested in.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, in theory, what I would assume is like just based on what I know about alchemists, is probably it would probably just like be like the effect of the infused mana effect.
Let's see.
If it even is anything.
Yeah, it'd be like the infused potion effect to remove the mana cost of it.
Okay.
That's what I would think with it.
Let's see. So the bottle is enough for 2 servings. So we'll just say we'll just, for simplicity, we'll say it's 2 bottles. Okay.
Okay.
So you have 2 bottles, and she needs 1 to test it,
Yeah,
and she
that's
will charge you another 50, Clem.
That's fine. I'll make the note.
She does her tests and she discovers that it doesn't really do much, but it's like the most delicious drinking water she's ever had.
Okay.
It's just fresh spring water.
Okay.
But
so,
it's like
drinkable.
incredibly delicious, and it's like slightly sweet.
So but it's drinkable though.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, knowing that is worth 50. That's actually a good deal on that one. So okay.
She said, I'll buy it off of you for 100 Clem.
All right. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, she buys it for 100
All right.
because she thinks she can sell it to some nobles later.
I figured out how we're gonna make money, guys. We're just gonna make return trips to that spring on a regular basis. We keep that spring secret and safe.
Yes. That moss is like our gold mine, guys.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if like the moss itself is why the spring water's like that.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. So we got that, and then we have these glowing mushrooms.
Okay.
We have 3 of them.
Okay. Same deal. 50 Clem.
Okay.
50 Clem, and then 1 to burn.
Yeah. 1 second. 1 destroyed. Okay. Yep. So she got the glowing mushroom.
She said that these mushrooms are incredibly poisonous, and they can probably be used to make they can be used probably to make a what's the word? Like a venom.
Okay. Yeah.
A Jerry solution.
Yeah. Yeah, we just jerry rig it, as they say. Anyway, so poisons are like there's actually medicine and poison is all in the dosage of it, but if it's poison regardless, so
I mean, you might need it eventually. I mean, there's no like if there's like some kind of sickness or something, you would need like a it's possible it could be used in the future, but right now like there's nothing.
We have to take it. Yeah, this might be go like an apothecary. We have to find
Yeah,
an apothecary.
apothecary's not in the game yet though.
Yeah, we don't have that, so
Yep.
let's save these. It's a point, so we'd look into an apothecary for something like this. So we'll hold on to these.
Okay.
In the samples.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we have the leaves and the tree sap from the weird pulsating glowing trees.
Those are just bio samples basically. Did I tell you how much?
Oh, you didn't say how much those were. No, we just stuck with those. So we didn't know.
Let's see, tree sap and what? The leaves?
Yeah, the tree sap and the leaves from the trees that have the pulsing roots.
It's 300 bio sample.
300 for the leaves and then 300 for the sap.
Yep.
Okay, so we have, and then there's just 50 random samples. So we have 650 just random bio samples.
Biosample, like regular biosample, you can sell it at 2-to-1 for Clem at the research station.
Okay, so 650 divided by 2.
Yes. They're like material, like it's like the basic material. Basic material is always 2-to-1, right? Unless there's like some kind of shortage or something like that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I'll calculate all this stuff there. So yep. Okay, I think that covers everything that we've got then, guys.
All right. Hopefully you made a profit.
well, we have to. It's the wolf stuff and the So we have the wolf data, the raccoon data, and
we made a profit by selling the moss.
Yeah, the moss covered everything.
The pelt is armor.
Well, yeah, I figured the pelt would be armor, but I don't have any special properties from the blink wolves, essentially.
Yeah, it will be something later. Basically, so a little spoiler for the crafting update is there's going to be a prototyping system for stuff like this, basically, where you can research like a Mirane thing, basically for researching like new items that you can make with it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're going to be like a new class of item, basically.
I will trust you, Saber, to tally our total Clim and tell us the split.
Yeah, we just the only thing we got left to know is whenever the person comes in that's gonna get the information about the wolf, like the actual wolf's information that we have. So yeah, you just didn't tell us
Well,
how much
again,
that would work.
once we get that info, then
Yeah.
when we do the sale, it's still part of the
Yeah.
the board message that we are splitting everything evenly. So whenever that happens,
Yep.
that happens.
I will. Yep. I will split everything accordingly for everybody.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on the monster stat thing because I actually have to think about it still.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah. Thanks for the bits, Teal Seal. Also, South Foggy, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Welcome. We're doing tabletop right now. We're doing a TTRPG MMO basically.
There she is.
Thank
Very
you.
cute bunny.
Thank you. Did we get? I got it.
She was playing Hunt earlier.
Oh yeah, we gotta play Hunt tomorrow. You wanna play Hunt tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. How was it? Well, you're playing Strive? What the heck? How was Strive? I'm actually gonna play Grand Blue again because of they added Galleon.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I think they just added Venom to Strive.
Oh yeah?
So
I
they got
see.
the full
Thank you
stick.
for the
They got
primes,
full stick.
Another. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
I wish I wasn't bad at it.
That's
Also wish I could just choose
We should-
Narmaya as my main.
We should play because I'm washed up at fighting games, so we should play like
Yeah.
and I'll get my ass kicked again.
I'll play more.
The problem is it hurts my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that. So yeah.
New pass is quite
Uh,
pretty. Wait, did they add any cute stuff to it? Anyway, how you have any feedback for the thing other than the stuff that we already talked about? How was the format with like the
I liked
days
it.
and stuff?
I
It's
like.
good.
I think it's good. I think it's really solid. I think it has a nice, good pace to it. I think it's also.
So the way it works is I'll give you a little bit of behind the scenes, like a little bit of under the hood. Basically when you do like a journey, for every zone that you enter and you spend like 4-ish days in, basically it rolls a major event and then it rolls a major event and then it rolls the daily for like the daily events. And I do a roll for the luck of the thing. So if it rolls lower, it's like a D100. If it rolls lower, then bad things happen. If it rolls higher, then good things happen. And then based on the severity of the roll and how bad it is in comparison to the level of the area to your level, basically, you'll get something, basically. That's how it works. So all of the days, like the events of every day was like already planned based on your expedition plan. Basically.
So important for you guys who are going to do expeditions is to
Give me an idea of what you want to do.
put a plan together. It's like you don't have to know where you're going, right? You have pretty much an empty map. You can just say, draw, like, get it in paint and draw a line and saying we want to head to here. This is about the path that we want to take.
Yes. And if there's like a specific spot that you want to go to, like that you've visited before, just mention
you've
that
got the
when you
information
stop there,
for.
that you have the information for. So like now, these guys have a map, like, right? They all 4 of them have a copy of like this map of that was like from the acolyte girl. So there are a couple of points of interest that they know of, and also all of the things that happened are like linked in a way. So like basically there are different leads, right? So now like what happened to the party of the 2 that they found the abandoned camp, that's I already have that written as like another thing. So you can look into like all of these different things that happen. Like the little mushroom guy, that's another hook as well. And I already know like why he was doing that and like what he was doing. Like all of that information, all of that, I already had like a sort of mini plot line for that. And some of them lead to like a bigger plot line, basically, that involve like multiple parties, like movements. And that's kind of like how it works. The world is like kind of alive and stuff moves. So like that mushroom guy, because he's still alive, he's gonna do some things, right? And then like Jerry is still alive, he's gonna do some things, right? So like it's kind of like that, basically. There's a plot line for Jerry. I didn't really anticipate people killing him, to be honest. I thought the odds were pretty low. But
Yeah.
he
I
has
don't
his
think he's
action.
gonna survive screwing over the next party.
But yeah, he has his things going on, and then there's like the different factions also. In like you can build your reputation with the different factions, and they'll give you different information as well. Like there's like the research faction that joined. There's the merchant, like the merchants thing, and you guys can trade with each other and stuff, right? Like if you're like, hey, I've had this information, like, do you have anything for me? You guys can trade information. Yeah, and it's kind of how it works. And the parties are not static, so it's kind of like whoever can go on an adventure at a very specific time. The bad thing though is when you go on adventures, you don't get interlude points. I was kind of. Well, I mean, I guess I'll give you guys one. How about that? That seems fair. I'll give you guys one. You guys get one. All right.
The guys who didn't go on the
One
adventure.
IP.
No, you guys get one for going on the adventure, but the people that don't go on the adventure get one per week. If
I
you go
see.
on an adventure, like for the, it's based on like a month. So if you go on the adventure, if you go on an adventure in a time of a month, you don't get the extra interlude points from not. Does that make sense? But
I
it's
see,
always better
yeah.
to go on an adventure, basically. Anyway, I mean, I haven't figured out the mechanics behind that quite yet, but yep. Jerry's absolutely fully kitted for dodging. I have no doubt. Jerry. But yeah, like the mushroom plot line is pretty interesting, and so is like the like all of it is connected. Like there's little things that connect like each of these like little plot lines that like happened. And it all leads to like a big thing that resolves like a major like regional conflict. So it's like little conflicts like in small areas, like kind of trickle in, like they kind of like intertwine with each other, like leading towards like something that's like big, that's going to require like a big party to like deal with.
Get
But
the
then-
raid group.
Yeah, the raid group. Or like you know, like different parties doing their thing, basically. Like maybe like there's a thing where one party has to distract and then like the rest of the party has to go and things like that, basically. There's a whole lot of that going on. Yeah. But yeah, you guys thought it was okay?
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
Okay.
it's great. I had a lot of fun. I
That's
can't
good.
wait for the next session.
Okay.
It's just now, it's also gonna be tricky because like I want to go on them regularly, but it's just like I want other people to play too. That's the tricky part.
Yeah. I'll probably just do like a call out. I think if you joined one, I think like you're on cooldown for like maybe like 2 weeks or something, or a month. I haven't decided yet. I just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to play. But the way it works though is basically the DM will make a post saying I'm free during this time for this much hours. That's it. And then it's whoever posts. So here's the thing is if for instance I say I'm free next Wednesday, right? And you're like kind of, so we'll open it first to people that didn't get to play yet in that month, right?
Mhm.
And then if nobody signs up or like they need more people in their party, then it's fine if you join, basically, right?
So here's another thing for everyone to consider. If you're getting IP weekly, right? Like one per week.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, TTRPG sessions and campaigns, even something like as open-ended as this, is going to take a lot of real time to do. Like
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like we did this pretty quick because we had a very short expedition and we didn't really go into a very combat dense area. We did one thing, but we could have had like 4 or 5 combats and that would have stretched this into like 3 weeks of play if we wanted to resolve them all.
Yeah.
So you might have the DM locked in with one group on a Wednesday doing their session, and then they have a Friday open where they're doing a completely different group at a different time.
Yep.
So if you're not getting into one opening, you might have another opening. And because you're earning IP, the interlude points by just sitting statically in Mirane,
Yep.
waiting for your turn, you can spend those to earn yourself Clim, to build yourself up a supply like stash.
Yep.
You can, which you might be able to leverage on returning people who didn't make a good profit. Now you can like supply them for some of their materials and stuff.
And
Or you could then
soon we'll
take
have gathering
those-
too. Gathering is gonna
Yeah,
get added.
Gathering comes coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once gathering gets added, then you can do that too, like kind of mini campaigns that like don't take that long, basically.
You can also, it's very inefficient use of IP, but you can train yourself too, very slowly. But if everyone's going out on adventures and getting all this EXP and you haven't done one yet, you're kind of left behind in terms of
The
level scaling.
one thing I do want to
But you
mention
can spend.
is that everything is important though. So like there are things in the low level areas that are important to still adventure. So for instance, it's possible that like lower level adventurers checking out lower level areas could find higher level areas within the lower, like a small instance of a higher level area. Like for instance, like a lower level party might find like a dungeon where like the Astra is like insane, and then it's like we can't go here, but we can tell people about it, right? And
Or they hoard it for when they're stronger.
yeah, or that too, or they can sell
To
the
come
info or
back.
something like that.
Yeah.
Basically people should work together to try to like make discoveries and barter and trade like information with each other.
But I just wanted to make it clear that you're not left behind in terms of progress if you're waiting for your turn. There are things that you can do to advance yourself and build up your own resources while you wait.
Yep. I'll probably post up when I have another. We'll do another one probably next week, and I'll probably post it up. But again, it's you need to you need to. When I say that there's a spot, I mean like you guys have to like get together, talk to each other, and like someone has to head up an expedition and be like, this is our goal. I'm the leader. Here's the goal. Here's who we're recruiting. If you fit any of these criteria, then you can join, basically, right?
Yep.
Yep. And it's going to be depending what you're doing, right? Like if you're, for instance, going on a hunt, you probably want people with more survival skills, for instance, right? Culinary class
This
won't be
is
for a while.
unique. This is unique, a unique take on gameplay where the players have a lot more initiative in terms of how the campaign runs.
This was a deadly encounter.
So-
That's kind of crazy. You guys didn't
It
get
was
hurt.
very scary. As I saw when I saw them take 4 AP of attacks, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, just wait till the thing is though is like you guys actually had a really good team against these, like just the funny thing is I actually didn't even know what kind of characters you were playing when I made this. So
Yeah.
it was like fully random actually, and then you guys just happened to be like pretty strong against it. But it was like a kind of like even, I guess an even encounter, which is like not good. Like, even encounter is
Can you
not
imagine if we
good. Thanks for the prime, Altis. Thank
if
you.
we like stumbled into this to here and didn't scout it?
Oh yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah,
We would have
'Cause-
just gotten completely surrounded.
they got stuck on the map. Basically, they couldn't surround. Yeah.
Mhm.
Can only imagine what it looked like with both us and the wolves just missing constantly at each other.
Thank you, Altis. Thank you so much for the prime. Really appreciate it. Welcome. And yeah, like there'll be like little opportunities, like if you're even if you're in town or you're not in the camp, you're not like you haven't done like a raid yet, like there or an expedition yet. There's a lot of opportunities for like role play by like that's why we have the bulletin boards. You can like post and stuff like in character if you want. Look at these people. I should probably put rules though that people should put a little picture of their character when they post, so that's kind of easier to tell who's who. Maybe. What do you think?
Oh, for mine, it was specifically I didn't sign off on it because she doesn't want to advertise herself.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah,
You
no,
could do
but-
that. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, the picture was just there.
Like-
These are just anonymous messages, basically.
The meta is you know who posted it because it's freaking my name, but in game
You don't
Nia
know,
didn't put
yeah.
her name
That's true.
because she doesn't want to be known.
I know that like oh yeah, Saber did put sign on one of them. Yeah. Fuck you, Jerry. I know what you did. I like the little picture of fucking Mirame Wolfgang saying, "Oh my god, yeah, Jerry, you fucking suck."
Mirame is a treasure, and I'm so glad she exists.
Skooky says, I want to try this so bad, but it feels as if overwhelming. It's like starting an MMO that everyone's played for years, and you're like the first day in. It literally just started. This was literally the very first one. This was the first expedition of the game. It's in fact the game isn't even open. The game I'm gonna probably open it like tomorrow, basically. So tomorrow will be like probably like the opening day, and then I'll probably see if I have time to do another expedition. Probably might run one too, like if he has time. And whoever else wants to DM too, just hit me up and we can talk about it.
I'm kind of tempted to kind of give a little fleshed out meta post in there. I've seen a lot of people kind of struggling with character creation, not just like
ask for help.
What to pick for this kind of thing.
That's huge.
But also like
ask for help
in general.
Yeah.
So I might put like an NPC post in where it's like, hey, I'm willing to do some training to get you guys ready for an expedition. It would just be me sitting in a call, maybe screen sharing, so you guys can see how I build characters.
Yeah.
So I can kind of help you guys.
You guys can totally ask for help from each other. I mean, that's kind of You ask for help from people that have played more. The game, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So it's like it doesn't really play like I feel like it's a little bit. There's a couple of things that are different from like other tabletops. So it's like kind of having somebody to like teach you how to like make the characters and stuff. And also macros. I saw some people posting macros that would help you a lot too. It's just like having that macro like on your Roll20 character will help out so much with the speed. So we'll probably do more soon, and feel free to like post stuff like if you want to sell stuff, you want to do like any in-character posts, like feel free to post on the bulletin board. Like just imagine it's like a quest board and like anyone can post on it. Basically that's what it is. Just try to like keep it in character as much as possible. I don't want to like have it bogged down with like just random shit, so make sure it's like game relevant to what's going on and stuff like that.
Kind of change my portrait to whatever is currently my Marine character.
Oh yeah, you can do that, by the way.
Yeah, you can go to Discord.
You can change your name. You can change your name in Discord and your avatar per server. So I would do that on the Lyrian Chronicles, especially if you're playing in Mirane. It makes it easier for people to recognize who you are. Probably get you to like make more in-character friends that you can adventure with and stuff. Yeah, I mean, one thing is like if you're new, like honestly, like playing support is like really strong in this game. You don't need it, but it's really strong.
Did they lock individual avatars and subscription to Nitro?
Oh fuck, did they do that?
They didn't lock the name, so you can change your server nickname, but they locked.
Yeah, the individual profile pictures is premium Discord.
Oh, that's dickish.
I thought it was.
No, because I was able to do it without Nitro a while ago.
Yeah. So only if you have Nitro. Damn, unfortunate. Sorry. I thought everyone had that, but yeah. And if you're interested, if you saw this and you're like kind of interested, like, man, I want to play like this kind of like tabletop, do whatever you want RPG. Right now, you can play the game itself like with your own friends, for free. It's rpg.angelsword.com. But the Living World campaign is Patreon locked, and that's and the reason behind that again is not only do we need to like make money somehow, but the other reason is because it's kind of very time intensive, and it has there's a lot of like a lot of work that has to go into it. And we also want people to like that join it to have some skin in the game, so that like people aren't just dropping like random ass characters and like just kind of trolling. That's the reason why. But anyway, I think I'll just call it for today, and I'll work on getting those posts up and opening the game up for everybody, so everyone gets a chance. We just wanted to test it out, see how it went with the players. It looked like the format was good. There were a couple of things that we found that we needed, like the adventurous kit, the was a sample kit. That was a really good idea. A sample kit probably. So we'll go do that. Being interconnected means you want to keep those involved. Yes, definitely. But see, like the thing that's good about the format is if someone leaves, then they just leave, right? It's just like as if their character died, or they decided it's not for them and they left.
They left Mirane, yeah.
Yeah. So. a good toughness focused acolyte can turn fights. Yeah, they're really, really strong. Like acolytes are really good. There's a lot of like really good support stuff that you could play too. And if like, you know, going out all the time and adventuring isn't your thing, you can be a crafter and you can just sit in the town and craft stuff, because I'm not actually adding. The way it's gonna work with gear is there's gonna be a shipment every like 2 weeks, and that shipment is all of the gear basically. And if like people buy it, it sells out. So like it's going to be up to like crafters and stuff to actually like make custom stuff for people that they need. So whatever you take with you into Mirane is really important. I would like be very careful that you like make sure that with whatever you buy with your bonus clam, because you get 1,000 extra money for Mirane, just make sure that that's actually what you want to take in. Otherwise, like you can't get it, you know, you can't get stuff as easy. Like I said, like there's one crossbow on the market soon.
Yep, one crossbow.
Yep.
And the way
10,000 clim.
yeah, so there's like one blacksmith and she can do custom orders, but then like you have to like actually catch her when she has time. And basically I literally LARP. I literally LARP her fucking rolls. Like I will sit there and like actually roll out all of her crafting. So what she has in the shop is like what she has in the shop. That's it.
Yeah, and my character is a blacksmith. It's just I need to get materials, so that's one thing I'm gonna try to arrange. Is we don't have a miner yet, so I gotta wait for until miner is out.
Miner, maybe what I'll do is maybe I'll use Mirane as prototype for crafting. So maybe I'll release crafting early on Mirane for people to try.
With the caveat that is going to be subject to a lot of changes potentially.
Yes, exactly. You might have to fucking reset your whole character. But yeah. I mean, I already have mining kind of like done already. I probably have to run like the gathering system by Ara. It's kind of similar a little bit to crafting, but it has like it uses a slightly different system. And miners get like pickaxes as like a special weapon. You can use the pickaxe as a weapon. Yeah, this is it's a part of Lyrian Chronicles. Yeah, Scoob. Anyway.
Yep, just use those links.
Yep. Anyway, I'll probably do these like every week now, because honestly, I really enjoy it personally. Like I love doing this. This is what I'm really passionate about. It's like I know I make a lot of politics videos and stuff, but like what I really like is tabletop. That's like my thing. It's kind of funny because I've always wanted to be a paid DM, and I kind of am now. Kinda. In the way I like, though. It's kind of weird, like getting paid like directly as like DMing. It feels a little weird, right? Like, cause then you have to like be like really like caring about people not getting absolutely fucked, right? Like, but I think everyone signing up for this thing is signing up for the you could potentially just get wiped sort of a situation.
Yeah.
Like that wolf thing was literally so wipeable. Like it was actually a bad luck roll, by the way. That was a very bad luck situation. So
yeah, we met Jerry.
I just
that too. Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine if we hadn't gone to see what that scream was at, we would just be rid of Jerry right now.
Yeah.
That's true. You'd probably get away.
Anyone.
You'd probably get away, but yeah.
From faith or
maybe
faith
maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Schrodinger's Jerry.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought Leaf was drawing. Now I was like, yeah. The funny thing is it was almost 5 wolves, but we decided like maybe not 5. That's a little fucked. Maybe we test it first and just not like have like an absolute fuck fest for the first one. So, but even 4 was deadly. Even 4 was definitely 4 was even. 5 was like
if we had
skewed.
one less flying character,
yeah,
pretty much that would have been. If my mage was ground pound, I would have gotten mauled.
Yeah,
and with no help.
all right. I'm gonna head out. I will make the posts and I will let you guys know. If you guys are interested, I'm probably gonna have a slot soon. I'll probably announce it. But yeah, make sure you have the party and the full plans before I post it. You might actually want to start doing that. You might want to actually start making plans for like what you want to do for an expedition and actually start gathering like the people that are going to join. Oh, one other rule that we have, and this is, there are reasons behind it, but you can't play with the same party twice. Basically, I don't want to see like the same exact like party formation, like more like twice in a row, basically. And that's like basically to keep cliques from forming.
Yeah, no, I understand. I
Yeah.
can understand that. The only thing that's like a bit irksome is that like the syncing.
The
So
what?
it's more like the syncing up. So like we're on a 1 week cooldown, and then the next week we still can't play together. So it's more like we're on a 2 week cooldown because I can't play with the same people.
You can play with other people though.
There's more people that
Yeah.
you could play with.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be kind of weird because it might be like hard because to sync up with the other person until like, okay, now we can do an expedition together, but you just did one last week, so you can't do anything next week. But I can do something next week. So
Was there a dead character? There was almost multiple dead characters.
almost.
I think Woop was like one shot basically from full death.
Yep.
Yeah,
It would have been a little bit safer if I hadn't whiffed 7 shots in a row.
that's true. But they also did miss a lot of bites,
Yes,
the wolves.
but then
so...
they also missed WAP like 4 times in a row. That was good.
Dude, the acolyte though, the acolyte with the injury prevention is so strong.
Mhm.
We need to get surgery kit in the game. Surgery kit will help with that. Not having to have an acolyte. The difference with surgery kit is actually worse than acolyte because surgery kit only patches the wound. It doesn't actually like relieve it.
Prevent the injury.
Prevent the injury, yeah. Okay.
It allows you to function without
Yes.
taking the negatives of the injury. Then you still have to recover it after.
Yeah, it only lasts until the end of the thing. So you like keep the
Mhm.
injury unless you heal it.
God, and you had the freaking. You rolled the you don't regain mana from food.
That's the worst one. That one's so bad.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Especially for Mirane, that's really bad because then you don't regen stamina. All right. I'm so 5e pilled that when you heal magically, it heals everything. So hearing this is different but fun. Yeah, it was made on purpose that like healing, like when you actually get downed, it's actually a big deal in the game. You actually get hurt very bad. You have very significant debuffs from getting downed in the game. And if you ever reach -0, negative max HP, you're dead. Like dead. Like there's no death save or anything like that. You just immediately die at the end of combat. There are plans to have a resurrect ability that takes you out of that state, but it's not in the game yet. There's no one that can do it. The best thing that there is one thing that you can do to prevent death, and that's a diamond dice potion. So if you have a diamond potion, you can drink it and then like, but the problem is your team has to be able to like actually win the fight and take you out after. Otherwise, you're kind of just gonna pop in the middle of nowhere, like bleeding out and then die. So yeah, there's that. Thanks for the follow, by the way, LTs. Thank you. And thank you, Battle Symphony as well. Thank you. No raise dead or revivify. No, death is permanent in the setting, and the reason why is because like the resurrection stuff like makes it kind of cheapens death, I think. So it was an intentional decision in the design to not have that. There's like an idea of permanence when something happens. By the way, if you guys need to go, you guys can go. It's up to you. All right, it cheapens attention. Yeah, exactly. The Dragon Ball effect, yeah. And the other thing is mana. Mana too is you only recover 2 per day. Like 2 per day. So like if you burn all your mana in one fight, then you're slowly getting it back. So like say like you burn all your mana in one fight, you rest night, you eat, you get 2 mana back, and that's it. So like you'll like if you fight 2 days in a row, which luckily didn't happen to this party. It can happen, but you fight 2 days in a row, then you just have no stamina, basically. There's no mana potions now, not really. I think there's isn't there one, but it does something else. What does it do?
It's the blood elixir. You reduce your max HP by 10 until you rest, and you gain 2 mana.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but that's pretty big. Like that's
And
a
it's
lot.
super expensive.
Yeah. How do you rest? So resting heals HP. Resting heals your toughness in HP. It could be it could also be 2x toughness if you have like a good camp. And then like a really like nice accommodations is 3x toughness per night. But typically traveling, unless you have like somebody that like sets up camp, it's gonna be 1x toughness healed per night, and then mana is healed from food. So you have to eat to regen mana, and you can only get the benefits of mana regen from food once per day, which is 2. What's my friend's Twitch? It's gonna be I'll shout them out there, and do one of each. Makes it easy.
Oh, nice.
They're on cooldown. Yeah, but that's what it's kind of nice having the bot, because then I can do a Twitch shout out and a bot shout out.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
Shimmel's a super easy sub, Shy. It'll take you like 2 seconds to work out.
The other thing too, one of the things I really like about I know saying I like something about like my own game, but one thing I really like about the game is your weapon choice actually matters a lot. I feel like it doesn't matter in like other games. Like the weapons all have like unique passives that are like really good. So it's like switching weapons is actually like insanely good in our game. There's an entire class that just their whole thing is that they can switch weapons fast. There's vampires, yeah, but it's banned from Mirane. Vampire is banned from Mirane because of there is a way. That's gonna be very interesting. Yeah, and if it wasn't banned, half the players would be vampire. Yes, because that's what happened in like in the character creation like chat. It was just like vampire, 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 Shinigami eyes, vampire.
Yeah.
Necromancer's not banned now. Wait, is it? Is Necromancer banned? I don't
No.
think so. It's not banned.
It's not banned.
No. Not banned. But yeah, switching weapons is really good because there's a lot of different effects that you can get from them. Each weapon has a passive, and then there's new weapons being added too. Like there's the Shepherd Sling being added next patch, and Whip, specialty Whip, and then after that, there's also mounts being added next patch. So you're gonna get like horses. Did I tell you how much movement speed a horse gives you?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking 50.
Yeah.
Like, that's really fucking fast. 50 move.
You know, I had to take that into account with the history of the Cavalier.
Oh, yeah.
Why they were developed.
Yep. Because, yeah.
Freaking 4-foot mode catfolk is why.
Yes. Oh, 4-paw sprint. Yeah, from cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cats move really fucking fast, too. But I think bunnies too. Don't bunnies have 25? They don't have 4-foot sprint, but they have like they don't have 4-paw sprint, but they have the regular +5, right? Buff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Centaurs too have +5 bonus move speed.
I thought they had to get a perk to do that.
Centaurs? Oh, probably. Yeah, you're right.
I thought it was a breakthrough for that.
You're right.
Yeah. So flyers you can hit and they get dropped down 20 feet, but if someone's on a mount and you hit them, do they get any sort of penalty? Like, can you dismount them?
So I guess I'll just tell you the mechanic of how it works. So horses can move 50 movement speed, right? Like you have 50 movement speed. So base movement speed is 20, and that's per action. So your total, like if you full sprint in one round, it's 80, right? A full sprint from a horse is 200. Like 200 speed, right? That's a full sprint. Like, and you can charge too. Like you could do like cavalry charge with that. So like you could move 200 and still attack. But the thing with horses though is they can only move in a straight line per AP. So if you have to turn, like say there's like a corner, and you have to turn, it's like 1 AP to move 50 in one direction, and then you have to turn and then move 50 in the other direction. So even if like say you have to walk forward 10 feet and then turn and then go forward 50 feet, that's 2 AP. Because you have to like spend, it's basically only straight lines.
Yeah.
And so like,
But,
yeah.
So the question was just like, are mounted riders like, is there ways of like is there like a system for dismounting people or just like attacking the animal they're on and bringing
You can
it
attack
down
the
and
animal,
killing
yeah. You can attack the animal and kill it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's three ground mounts right now. There's like a boar, which is like kind of in the middle. Horse is like the giga fast, like but really hard to maneuver because again they can only move. They can only one AP action can only move in a straight line, so that's why they're kind of hard to maneuver. But if you had to chase someone down, there's like no way you can run from like a cavalier. There's like no fucking way. Like they're so fast. And then the wolf is like really low movement speed, like it's only 25, but they don't have the straight line movement penalty, so like they can just like kind of maneuver around with wolves. And then there's wyvern and pegasus, I think, for flying mounts. And flying mounts, by the way, are perma flying, by the way. They just perma fly. And like there's races that can fly. Like Shy was playing Phoenix with the upgrade, and then Hel was playing a fairy, and they can fly. They can just fly forever. That's why you saw Shy like at the very beginning of the game, the very beginning of the fight. She like, yeah, I fly 60 foot into the air and I just stay up there.
It's like, come get me, you can.
And then the wolves open their mouths and their cannons come out and start blasting you with flag. Like, oh, right, Astra.
But the negative with flying is every time you get hit in the air, every time you take damage while you're flying, you lose 20 altitude, and if you hit the ground, then you get rooted until the end of your next turn. So that's the negative of flying. You still don't want to like just like fly like in the middle of the thing.
I need to get Arrowmancer.
You know what you need, Shy? You need like 1 point, 2 points in adventure for power jump. That's what you need.
Just boing.
Yeah, you just because you can actually power jump into fly. Yeah. So you get like a 60 foot vertical movement into flight, basically.
What is it? 60 foot 1 AP movement, and then you're up there.
Yeah, and then
Instead
you're
of
like
spending
60 feet up. Yeah.
But Arrowmancer on a flyer means if someone tries to knock you down, you can use 1 RP to glide your way down instead.
Oh, so you don't get hit by the
damage.
crash thing? Does that work? All right, you don't get hit by the crash if you Arrowmancer?
If you hit the ground while glide is active, you take no fall damage.
Oh, does that work though?
Glide
with
is
the
activatable
anti-root?
with 1 RP.
I guess we should figure that out. That's a good loophole. I should talk to Ira about that. Does your base stats grow as you level? Oh, fly root is separate, Shy. Apparently, glide doesn't negate it.
Wouldn't it negate the? I'm not saying negate the.
It negates the damage though. Yeah.
I'm just saying negate the fall damage, not the root.
Yeah. That's true.
It's so you don't get blasted by a heavy attack and then take 3,000 damage from hitting the ground.
Spiteful Banette says, does your base stats increase as your HP, like your HP grows as your level? Not really. It does, but like not like a lot. It's basically the power is more horizontal than vertical. So like your stat increases, like you get stat increases from classes. So like when you level up a class and you master it, there are certain nodes in the classes that like give you stats. There is a way to just like hard level stats, but it's not efficient. Basically, classes is the best way to level stats. So you do level stats from classes, but then again, it's really incremental, like how much you get stats wise, but then your versatility is what goes up. So like Shy just mentioned, like you're playing a flyer. If you put points into adventure, you have power jump. Now you can like jump like into the air, and like spring yourself up, and then like already be flying without having to like actually spend 3 movement to fly up. You can just like use mana to like blast yourself into the air, and then now you put points in the Arrowmancer so that like if you fall, you can like negate the fall damage. There's basically,
or be a menace to other flyers. It's my airspace.
You can learn different abilities basically. You want a cat, girl, horse, crossbowman? How? You can do that. Teal, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. You play a cat folk. Chimera, Catfolk, Cavalier, Nomad. It's Nomad, right? Nomad is the
Nomad, yeah.
would be
Yeah,
the
Nomad.
archer.
yeah.
Sure.
Nomad's coming out next patch. You'd want to play Catfolk, Chimera, Cavalier into
then
Nomad. Yeah. Nomad is the fun police class. Dude, their freaking ult is so rude. Have you seen it, Shy? It's so
Mhm.
rude.
I have not seen any of it because I don't have access to that folder.
Okay, the secret art for Nomad is basically they track a specific target, and if that target moves towards you, you move away from them the equal amount as an RP
And
action,
you
as
shoot
a 0
them
RP.
for every AP of movement they use.
Yep. And it's shift. It's shift too, so it's doesn't provoke.
It's a sidestep, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's so AIDS. It kind of is. Yeah, it kind of is. See, but like
Yeah.
It is super rude.
we like thought about it too. Like when we had the conversation about flight, it was like, well, what do we do if you're a melee character and there's a flyer and you can't hit them and you don't have a ranged weapon? And me and I were talking about it. We're like, get fucked, I
Should've brought a
guess.
ranged weapon.
Get fucked, I guess, because it's kind of your fault if you don't have like a ranged option, right? Like it's your fault. Like you chose not to, and you just got hard countered, basically.
Just
purely on the
pick up
table to
adventurer
reading.
long enough to get like a mana razor.
Yeah,
so you
mana
can jump up
razor.
and then throw an attack, so you have 90 feet of range.
Adventure is like a really good like I don't know what to play class because they have like a lot of basics for like a lot of basics for stuff. But yeah, you basically should always like have you should get a proficiency in a ranged weapon. And if you're ranged, you should get a proficiency in a melee weapon because like otherwise you're gonna get fucking destroyed. Right? Because it's the same thing. If you're a bow character, if
shotgun.
you only know how to use it, sorry, go ahead.
Or a shotgun.
Or shotgun.
Or shotgun.
True. Or you can just use a shotgun. But if you only use bows and you don't use a ranged weapon or a shotgun, you die basically. Like you're not gonna win that because every time you shoot with a bow and there's somebody next to you in melee, they can attack of opportunity for every attack that you make. So if you made 6 attacks in one turn, they can attack of opportunity you 6 times.
And then it's their turn. They do it 4 more times.
And then they attack you like 4 more times. Yeah.
Yep.
Most melee characters are going to be fighters, which are proficient in 5. If you didn't pick a ranged option, that's a skill issue. Yeah, exactly. And again, like there's other options too. Like if you go adventurer, you can get mana razor, which is like
Even mages and acolytes have a melee weapon built in.
mm,
You just have to pick it. They know channeling weapons, and you can grab a staff.
yeah. Pocket bow. Yeah, there's a new ranged option being added, which is the shepherd sling. If you want that, that's gonna be next batch. You can also throw stuff. You can use like darts or knives. You could throw knives. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Ranged weapons, crossbow, light crossbow, heavy crossbow, heavy bow, light bow, musket, pistol, shotgun, sniper rifle. Like King David kind of sling? Yes. Shepherd sling. Let me see what it does. I forgot already. I designed it towards the beginning of the patch. Shepherd sling. Range 60 feet. Throws carved stones as a high speed. At high speed as a projectile. Cannot be dual wielded with another string, but can be but with another sling. But the heavy attack can be boosted for 1 AP to deal 6 extra damage. It's kind of really niche, I think. This is like really good, like when you're fighting against a heavily armored target, basically. Because then you can do like a boosted heavy attack, which like forces them to block, and then they don't have that much RP.
Mhm.
So yeah. Chakram's not in the game yet.
I want to see someone play a Dogfolk Great Night.
Dude, Great Night is so cool. Did you see what they do?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! I want to play a Great Night. That's what I want to play. That would be like my if I were to play this game, I'd make a Great Night. Like that's such a cool. They're so cool. They're like the ultimate what do you call it? The ultimate. They're such a support. I love it. So this is a Great Knight class, and they're like the heavily armored knight, and they have the ability to like they have one of their skills is they can ride up to a teammate and like grab them and put them on the mount and then ride away with them to like prevent. So they can do that to prevent like their allies from getting getting surrounded, or if your ally is like in a bad position, you can like rescue them. Yeah. And then it could be combined with like they have another ability called intercept, so they can dash in and like protect their allies. Very cool class. Night, Julio. Yeah, intercept, range movement speed. So like if you have a horse that's 50, right? Move towards ally and then you push them out of the way 5 feet. Does not provoke. And then you take their square, basically. So like if your ally is like, and it's an RP ability, so you can do it like on the enemy's turn. So like if an enemy like walks up to your ally, you can like move and then throw them behind you, and then like you take their square, and then now you're in front of them. They're like super good tanks, like super good tank supports. I think they're tank support, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, defender support.
I'm not saying anything, but
hybrid.
Check the DMs.
That would be so cute. Shy, you should do that. Battle Prayer Priest class. There's a lot of there's a rogue priest. Battle Prayer Priest class, like a priest nuker. I don't think there is one actually yet.
No, there's not one like that. There's no offensive acolyte path.
There is an offensive acolyte. It's the executor.
Are
I would have considered executor. I would have considered executor like part of the holy part
Rogue.
of them. No,
Rogue. You can go Clara. You can go acolyte into it. Yeah, they have their ability is called Deus Vault. Did you see the Silentium ability? It's fucking really annoying.
yeah, I know it.
They have an
It's any place
ability.
with an acolyte.
They have an ability where they can throw a dagger like into you and it sticks in you, and it basically disrupts your ability to cast spells. You have to pull it out on your turn. And then it combos. They're like a combo. They're a combo class. Combo. It's a combo acolyte rogue is the best way to explain it. It is new. Yeah, this is the first time I used it. Zach said shared all of your videos on Rumble. Oh, thank you so much, Zach. Thank you. Anyway, any other questions before I head out? I have to do some work for the game.
Oh, I think we're all good. It was a great session.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for playing,
fun.
guys. Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
of
put up
course.
a post for another one, and then when you guys are off cooldown, we should play again.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a break. Well, not take a break. I'm gonna probably peace out. What time is it?
It is 2:30 in the morning for me, so it is.
Yeah,
very late for
it's
you.
time to fucking dip out. All right, I'm gonna go make some catfish.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Later, everybody.
You're such a bratty dude. I was like honestly pretty tame today.
It was a very tame
It
session.
was very tame for her.
I've been way crazier.
It was a lot of fun. Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for joining
Bye-bye.
them.
GG's.
Later.
Jeez.
This is tame you don't know, says Bunto. The horrors I've been through. Man, I don't wanna hear shit coming from you, Boontown, and your fucking 10 wolves. Dude, this guy one time in the campaign, he summoned 10 wolves, and I was like, dude, I don't want to track 10 wolves. And like he just mauled all of my NPCs with wolves. It was so fucking annoying. Yeah, anyway, I'll probably run more. But I think this campaign in particular is gonna be way more fun to watch because people are gonna fucking die. And you have to understand that like Shy and Saber are like more experienced than other players. So like man, it's gonna be wild. And still, even then, it was close. Saber made like one movement error and it was almost done. Oh yeah, Woop has like glass cannon, like super hard. All right, anyway, have a good one, guys. If you're interested, rpg.angelsword.com again. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll watch more videos. Sorry, I only got to like 2 today. Two topics. So, all right. Later, everyone. Peace out.